Governor Darius Ishaku speaks on the effort of his administration to curb insecurity in the state. Your Excellency, your mantra was, and I suppose it still is, give me peace and I'll give you development. Let's talk about your magic ability to create the chiefdoms, which has yielded enough peace for you to develop the state. How did you come about that, Your Excellency?
Before my coming, there was war everywhere. War, inter-ethnic tribal wars. There is war of faith. There are wars that need to be no war, that are exaggerated, promoted politically and otherwise. So there were war, north, south, east, or west. Before I resume, war everywhere. And so while reading the first speech I had is that, look, if you people want me to give you development, you must give me peace. Give me peace, and I will give you development. Give me peace, I will give. So anywhere I went, first is, will you give me peace? If you give me peace, I'll give you development. Because if you don't give me peace, I will not develop you. It's useless anyway. Why should I come and dig a borehole for you when you break it down tomorrow? Doesn't make sense. So you need to get the peace. And we went to work. How do we achieve the peace? It wasn't an easy thing. If you ask me, it was one of the most difficult tasks that we encountered. Because human beings are very complex, very difficult. Especially when you are meeting them on the political terrain. While you are trying to fix peace here, opponents will be trying to loosen it there. While you are winning here, some that even don't understand what is going will confuse them there and so forth. So it was a win and lose game, win and lose game. But gradually, just like anything in life, once you're beginning to win success, some people see that development is going there. Then gradually, sense begins to go into them, and people now start to think, oh, this guy is actually serious. His Excellency said, give me peace. And see, he has put boreholes here, he has put a school here, he has done a clinic here. So people start to come, okay. And then, for you to get the people to negotiate peace, you must first and foremost set up a kind of basis for them. And the first thing you must do, you must bring the people into one umbrella. And so creation of chiefdoms became a necessity in a scattered, disjointed state like ours. We have one of the largest ethnic nationalities in the country, over 80 different tribes and tongues. If you live here after 1 mile, you'll be meeting different people speaking different languages. So there are so many scattered groups of people.
It's a country in Taraba then?
Yes.
If not a continent.
It's a country. Absolutely, you're correct. To manage 80 different people, different ethnicity, totally different in language and their exposition to life. It's not easy. So we broke down by creating different chiefdoms. With that, we can now reach them faster, quicker, and easier. And now we transfer this responsibility to our local governments. And what I found out was that it was quicker now for the chiefs to reach to the people. It was quicker to solve the problem before it even starts. So by the time two people are quarreling, they are already settled before it gets to 10 people quarreling. before it gets to groups of people quarreling, before it gets to village versus village quarreling. So these people have been settled right when it's one man and one person, two people fighting. So we exploited that kind of idea. And believe you me, it worked. It worked. I can name different examples. It worked. And we're still capitalizing on it. We are not yet done. But it substantially brought down the tension. The war here, war there started coming down. And so everywhere I go, give me peace, I'll give you development. Give me peace, I'll give you. They turn it to Hausa music. And the water that I have, they say, roa, roa. And that's the music I love to dance. When I go to a question, they'll first put it. And then everybody will be dancing. And then you'll see me, I'll be telling them how the roa, roa is going.
Before the advent of the administration of Governor Darius Ishaku, some local government areas and communities in Taraba were enamored by insistent insecurity challenges as well as communal clashes. But through the wisdom of Darius Dixon Ishaku, residents of Taraba State can now heave a sigh of relief. How has the military, the police, partnered with you to help foster peace within Taraba State?
Frankly speaking, I would like to praise both of them, but the military and the police, they all did their best with nothing. The bandits are well armed, better than the military and the police. I've said it times without number. Our military and police, they are under-equipped. Under-equipped. And in these days of modern age, you need to have information gadgets. You need to have drones policing your enemy where they are. You need to have information. You need to monitor them. Most times, we, the state governors, are the one buying the vehicles. I've bought how many times a vehicle? I think every 2 years I renew and buy them vehicles since I came. It's a lot of money for the state government. A lot of money. So, if it is the capacity and the will to protect us, the military and police are ready. But you see, once you leave a system to start decaying, then bacteria and other things come in. You get what I mean? When somebody who is energized, who has all the wherewithal to fight, he will fight. Once you allow him, he's used to sleeping, then he starts to thinking of how to cut corners. Then somebody comes and deceive him. Then somebody comes and entice him. Then he relaxes the laws and he becomes weak. But I'm telling you, those that have worked it from their commanders and their leaders, they are ready to work. And they have done beautifully well. Some have lost their lives. Because they didn't have the gadget to know where the enemy is. They ran into the bandits. And the bandits have all the superior arms. They finish them. So next time you say they should go, they are afraid. They are natural. They are just like you and me. But when you equip somebody, he knows he's well equipped. He knows that in 10 attacks, he will hardly have one failure. Then he's there. Bojo, let's go. So, you blame security. If you don't equip the security, how will they do? We have bandits hiding in our rocks, on the mountains, inaccessible. They can't go. You need to bomb them. You have to wait a week, 2 weeks before you get clearance, before you even get an aircraft, or before the aircraft come. They need to be bombed out of that place, but then you don't have the the aircrafts. So basically the failures are coming from the security agencies because from my perspective, they are not well kitted, they are not well equipped, their morale is down. And as I said, if you go for 10 operations and you only have one success, then you know that a person will be afraid to go out. But if you go to 10 operations and 9.5 are successful, you are ready to go again. So problem of security is a problem of the government at the federal. I had repeatedly, I was one of the first people who said, you must give us police, you must give us police. The state needs a police. If I have a police, 3/4 of my problem here will be reduced, security-wise. Yes. Yes.
But you have a mini form of policing.
I have a Taraba Marshal. And this is the headquarters, which we have finished building. We will soon commission it very soon. This is it's on Corner Road. But if you allow the state police to come, and some people will call the state police so much that they can be able to help. It's just like the years where we copied the Constitution. They have all state police, they have local government police, they have federal police. Federal police is called in when they think it is bigger than the state police. Isn't it? Otherwise you don't see them. And the military doesn't come out because they are trained to fight war against their country. But now we overexpose our military.
To demonstrate the commitment of government to tackle the menace of insecurity in Taraba, on my visit to the State Police Command, I met the commissioning parade of new recruits who were commissioned and sent to different local government areas and communities in Taraba State to help maintain peace and order.
All hands are on deck. If we look at Taraba generally, we will see that it is a state that is so significant, a state that is so blessed in terms of resources. I've looked at the agricultural potentials of the state. I see that this is not, it does not have any form of rivalry in the country, but we have our own challenges. It's a highly multi-tribal, multi-religious, a state that exists on a lot of tenets of plurality, diversity. So when things are like that, sometimes you will see that there could even be violence or crime because of suspicion and whatever. But we have been moving around, and then we have been sensitizing the citizens. The government too has been doing a lot in terms of trying to bring everybody together, unite the citizens. And this is helping us. It's helping us to curb crime. It's helping us to curb crime. Apart from the patches, what I can call patches or isolated cases, I think the state is generally, the crime wave is low.
The closest voices of authority to the people at the grassroots levels are the royal fathers. They told me what Governor Darius Ishaku has done to bring peace within their communities.
The objective of the creation of more chiefdom is to bring the government closer to the people. In my own chiefdom, before I came in, actually I'm just about slightly 2 years and above on the throne. By the time I ascended the throne of my great-grandfathers, there was a lot of insecurity in southern Taraba, and to a very large extent, some part of central Taraba. There was this crisis between the Jukuns and the Tiv people, not limited to southern Taraba, like I said, to some part of central Taraba. The government used extensively the traditional rulers to bring about peace, particularly me being the paramount leader in that place. As soon as I came in, I interacted extensively with the governor through the bureau here, and then I just hit the ground running towards bringing peace to my chiefdom. And to the glory of God, today we are living peacefully in that area of the state. There is no conflict of any sort between the Tiv people and the Jukum people anymore. So the creation of chiefdoms has brought about decrease in the level of insecurity in that place. And by extension, it helps in economic development because the people now are able to go on, carry on their businesses without any hindrance. And that, of course, like you said, the governor urged the people to give him peace for development. They gave it to him, and we're experiencing development at the level of the government and also at the individual level, because people are now doing their businesses without any problems.
Our Excellency is somebody that is very intelligent in the first place.
Yes, sir.
He don't want to work with unproductive people. He want to work with productive people, those that they have sense of direction. In fact, sometime 2018, when he decided to add additional chiefdom, I'm among them, and he did that reason not for us to go and sit there looking at our people, requesting, selling their land, all these things to Fulani and whatsoever. The aim of our duty to monitor our people, to keep their properties in a safe, and we should not tamper with them. That's the first achievement. You see, in my chiefdom, you can sleep outside now. Kaigama chiefdom, you can sleep outside. Because what I did, through the experience, I have to buy CCTV camera to mount in the hill first.
Wow.
When we mount that thing, we have to divide Garbashede into 58 units with walkie-talkie. My commander is a retired army. What we used to do, we went and bought a walkie-talkie, 58. We gave it to units because we have 58 units. Every commander has his own walkie-talkie. Anything happen with Angwa, that is Hamlet. We made Hamlet is Angwa. So he will talk, and nobody will hear. It's only when the city camera so passing right from 5 kilometers away, he will communicate to central commander. Then all what, even I have it, I don't sleep, because what is happening in Garbashede I used to hear. So when we did this, that's why we are getting peace there. What we did now, we extended to some villages that nearby to Garbashede. If like Mebultu now, we bought 5 walkie-talkie. Garing Yusuf, Yamata Manda, now we want to mount it in Kankani. From Kankani, we push it to Mayakam. Mayakam, Sansani, Pangri, that's my boundary. It's on the process. We send it to Kano so that if something happened at Pangri, he will call those at Mayakam. Mayakam will call Garbashede. Garbashede will call Mebultu, and my commander, they will go there.
on the 15th January 2018, my people were displaced, maiming and killing my people, and that caused my people to flee their own communities to run for their lives. Some went to Adamawa, some to Jalingo, some to Garbashede, Gasol, etc. At the course of that, my people went to the executive governor of Taraba State, Architect Darius Ishaku, to ask him to kindly give them a leader of this standing, a leader of this quality. Now His Excellency accepted, and he pronounced Sandwich Chiefdom as one of the newly created chiefdoms. And right from that time, we've tried all we could to ensure peace returns to my chiefdom in Taraba State, our local government. So in our own effort, joined with the effort of the government of Taraba State, we were able to return my people home. That is after 3 years. My people returned home, and normalcy is returning, and peace is relative in my place. So I saw it is important for me to return home. There is no point sitting in Jalingo and leading my people from diaspora. So I summoned the stakeholders meeting here in Jalingo, and I asked all people who are living in the IDP camps and other places across Taraba State and Adamawa State to return home, so that we avoid the intention of those militias who are intending to grab lands of our fatherlands and settle there for grazing. So my people accepted that, and we went ahead to relocate back home.